I guess that's true. My Hero Academia has finished. I don't know about these other anime, but My Hero Academia is finished. So One Piece has put a lot of anime into the ground. There are people who grew up reading One Piece, who then became manga artists themselves, created their own series. Their series was completely adapted into an anime for 5 to 10 years, and it's over now in the amount of time that he has been doing One Piece. There has been enough time that he's been doing One Piece for that to actually be possible. Grow up reading it, create a manga, get your manga adapted in anime. That anime is done. It's in the ground. And One Piece is still going on. We are living in a world where we've had The Simpsons on the air since 1988, 89, somewhere around there. We've had Grey's Anatomy for almost 20 years. And I'm just talking about like fiction because like there's nonfiction shows like Cops and America's Most Wanted, stuff like that that have just been continuously they channel hop and they go to different networks, but they've been continuously on the air for long periods of time. But I'm talking about narrative, and I'm not talking about soap operas either. They've been on the air for 40, 50, 60 years, whatever. Some of them finally ended after 60 years. No, I'm talking about prime time narrative series. We're in the golden age of that. Now I know that there was a silver age, which was the '60s. You had stuff like Bonanza and a couple other series that ran for really long periods of time, and that was a silver age. I consider this a golden age just because it's harder to do these days than it was back then. The TV was in its infancy. We didn't really have any rules, and you could just keep doing shit, and nobody had seen everything. People have seen everything these days. So Grey's Anatomy is the one that really impresses me. Some of these others, like CSIs, have been around for a long time, but that's, super episodic, super monster of the week, or disease of the week, or criminal of the week, whatever. I guess Grey's Anatomy would be disease of the week. But that seems more serialized. I've never seen Grey's Anatomy, but it seems more serialized. So I don't know. I just think it's kind of damn impressive, and obviously, Simpsons is also in its own category because it's super episodic. They return. They hit the reset button really hard at the end of every episode. But still, to have been on the air for as long as it has is pretty remarkable. It's going to take a major voice actor to die. Lisa, or Bart, or the one like Hank Azaria does so many different voices. That he would be one of the ones that, like, it would take somebody like that. That's the only way the series Simpsons is ever going to end. And then we've got this show, and this is a different genre, but it's still in anime. Nobody's come close to this. Naruto, maybe. If you take Naruto and Boruto together, that author is pretty prolific and is telling ongoing stories that are pretty good. Some people don't like Boruto, but whatever. So maybe within you're within reach, kind of like how Andy Reid is within reach of the all time NFL wins record. He just has to hope he lives to be 75 or 80. He's within reach. Is it realistic? Probably not. Nobody is ever going to get close to One Piece. One Piece has put every other show in the ground. I just think that's kind of cool. At any rate, let's go and get back into this. This is the longest running anime ever, and we're in the middle of its longest running arc ever. So, you know the drill. 3, 2, 1. Always pay more attention to the recap, the first episode into a recording session. One after another. Get them out of here. They were pretty hard battles, by the way. Yeah, get him out of here. the biggest reasons I like Snot Boy being defeated is he's disgusting, and he had a terrible, disgusting voice. Law, you know you're gonna lose, Law. What a dick. He always goes bigger. Like that's Luffy's philosophy, his fighting philosophy. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Keep laughing. Maybe. I do whatever the hell I want. You made my friends cry and made my crewmates mad. That's my favorite line Luffy's ever said. You made my friends cry and my crewmates mad. Therefore, I'm going to kick your ass. I just love his character so much. Oh, fourth gear. Shit, I forgot about this. Oh boy. Bigger, bigger, bigger. That's his only move. Everything just is bigger. Everything just has to be bigger, man. Like, at some point, he's going to need to figure something else out because you can't just keep going bigger and bigger. There's a finite limit. We also have the time limit, so maybe that's why he went for fourth gear. Give us some more life. Oh, somebody was telling me in the comments the whole thing about the law, giving you immortality, basically just sets you up eternal youth, essentially. You can still die from other means, which makes total sense. That's pretty much what I thought. I don't know if I articulated it in that way, but I was thinking that, right? That's what I assumed it meant. I think I may have asked the question: does it make you indestructible? But to me, what does make the most sense is what I was told was that it just gives you basically eternal youth. But I think somebody like Luffy, the way he uses his powers, it wouldn't be eternal youth. He would use it up. Full disclosure, I know I'm starting this recording session right now. This is my first recording day. I'm working on 2 hours sleep in the last 2 days. So yeah, the yawning is going to be what it is. I love this, man. First of all, visual storytelling, they're always really good at that. Secondly, they make you feel for these people. There are real stakes at play here. These aren't just a bunch of cardboard characters. Like you feel for them. You feel the tragedy. You know. Shit. You got to wonder how powerful is this birdcage because now it's like pushing buildings, right? At some point, when enough of these buildings clash against each other, they will prevent the contraction, right? Because it's pushing buildings that are tons of weight, tons and tons of weight, right? How powerful is this? I guess magic is more powerful than physics, essentially, which I don't necessarily have a problem with. Can't believe his head is still bent. Unbend that shit. He's like a little kid. Can't have the toy anymore, so he'd rather break it. Baby five, maybe you should focus the task at hand. Like, you can't get married if you're dead. I'm just saying. They're knocked the hell out, man. Yeah. Psycho. Yep. I see. It's as he moves, right? Right. Where he is the center. That makes sense, actually. Right. I like how the little diagram had it be cut in pieces. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dumbass. It's what I do, baby. With his sword, he's going to see if his sword is the sword mightier than the birdcage. I don't think so because you want defeating Daffy to be what saves everybody, not just somebody with good with a sword. So make it happen. Yeah, I already know everything you're telling me. Dealing weapons. That is a lot of damn fruits, man. Yep, maybe we should start a revolution. What do you think? One crate had, looked like it had hundreds of those fruits. That's a lot of people with powers. Fourth gear. You'll like this one. Right. Yeah, I mean, that's the way fourth works. It's not second, it's not third, it's not fifth or first. Oh, shit. Really is give me Attack on Titan vibes. I'm sorry, man. Like, it's just, that's what he does. Muscle balloon. I'm not sure how a balloon helps you, but, again, bigger, right? Bigger. What the actual hell am I seeing? Oh, Jesus. Holy shit. I can see why this takes part of your life. Look at this son of a bitch. He's gonna knock you the F out. He bounces, but he's metal. Shit. Oh, you think that's funny, huh? Catch this L. You better run, bitch. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, his only plan his only plan is being bigger. Bigger, bigger, bigger. Is he bouncing closer at least? Yeah. Did you get bouncy? Ha! He knocked you the F out. They look pissed. Jesus. Why are you explaining? Just kick his ass. Yeah. Jesus. He looks intimidated as hell. I see. Kong. Shit. Kong gun. Mmm. Tasty. You just got knocked the F out. Jesus. Of course, the birdcage going with it, right? That's why they brought that up. That's going to make it go a lot faster in one direction. Can you be serious? I think you can, yes. Finish him. Well, shit. Don't show me what I can't have. He got knocked out. That's what happened. Bitch. Think you mean who was it? You made him fly like a bird. Yeah. Jump him. You have shovels, jump him. I mean, they probably shouldn't. I'm just saying. You're under arrest. Yeah. You don't even know where he hit you. Yeah. Well, that's the do but sit down and die, I guess. The word you are looking for is he punked you out. Here he comes. Like a guided missile. That's what that noise was. You gonna run like a little bitch? No, he's gonna stand and fight. I'm into it. Hey, he's gonna stand and fight, man. Give the man his props. Oh shit. Get wrecked. It's a literal interpretation of that phrase. Get wrecked. I like their rip-off James Bond music. Yeah, yeah, he is bouncing. Yeah, holy shit. Maybe. I see. Put a shirt on. Yeah. They're really into the new techniques, aren't they? Yeah. Stop. Stop rocking me like a baby. You're not witnessing anything, man. You aren't seeing what's happening? Yes. Shut the hell up. She's still calling him Lucy. Did she ever get the memo that he's not Lucy? I actually don't remember that question. I don't remember if she did. Apparently not if she's still calling him Lucy. Let's see. So you broke down the physics of this, huh? Ball-looking bastard. He just can't handle defeat, man. He can't even handle the concept of defeat. Such an arrogant toe rag. You know, we'll talk about this at the end. We're almost at the end. Yeah. Stop messing with me. Okay, I'll stop once you lose. If you go ahead and lose, I will never mess with you again. Get that shit out of my face. Get big on him. Yeah. Missed. Boy, he looks intimidating as hell. Yeah. I'm prepared. Yeah. Jesus. Fourth gear really is a fourth gear. Now I've heard of fifth gear. I've told you like that's been spoiled to me. Or gear five, I think it was called. But I think that's the name of an arc, which may not necessarily be Luffy. It's probably him, but it doesn't necessarily have to be him, right? So I don't know. What the hell's a Colvalian? Hey, I'm an athlete. Oh shit! You popped his balloon. Shit. That's not good. Oh no! Wait a minute. Still rubbery? I thought he popped a balloon. Is it supposed to be you can't get away? Because he says you can get away. Oh shit! Not the python. He's gonna put these pythons on him. Yeah, it's like the Tron life cycles, right? You can't run forever, my pretty. Watch out for the left. Yeah. No. He really is like the Tron life cycle. Get that shit out of my face. I don't know what a culverin is. I'm gonna have to look that up. Right in the face. Here it comes. Here it comes, bitch. Where's his hat? It's not on his head, is it? Is it maybe it's around his neck on a string? I don't know if that's it. They keep doing the bait and switch where you keep thinking that Doffy's lost. So I don't want to celebrate prematurely again. Nobody likes premature celebration or premature anything, really. To be honest with you. So let's talk about what I caught a stray thread towards the end of this because I was talking about the fact that Daffy hates to lose and can't even imagine the concept of losing. Like you can't. It's a smug arrogance. He can't imagine the possibility that he could lose a fight, right? And that's annoying. nobody likes to see, somebody who's like, oh, I can't possibly be beaten. Like, even most heavyweight champions, like, maybe it's not good for the PR if they admit, oh, yeah, I'm afraid this dude's going to whip my ass. But I think if you talk to him privately, they'd be like, yeah, you got to work really hard. And he has a chance, 10% chance or something. I got to work really hard. I can't take it for granted, that kind of shit. The powerhouse football coaches are like that, what was that? Lou Holtz, the Notre Dame head coach. Everybody he played, they'd be a Division 6 team that just got formed last week. They've got 23 12-year-olds on the team. They're weak as hell, and they're going to get beat 247-0. He would talk about how great they are. The one good thing they can do, oh man, they can really kick the ball out of bounds on punts. They're so good. That's all you talk about is the one good thing they can do, right? And how dangerous that makes them. He would never, ever take an opponent for granted because he was talking about poor mouth. So, that shit, right? Like, there's, you have to entertain the possibility you could lose. Like, I think that makes you a well-rounded person. You can make good decisions in life, in fighting and stuff. So in this kind of genre, which is super macho, super masculine, heavy with confidence. Everybody has a lot of self-confidence. You're not really expecting people to be like, oh man, hope you don't whip my ass. But everybody's like, it's absolutely impossible. There is zero chance I will ever lose a fight. Like, everybody's like that. It's just one note, right? It becomes white noise at this point because everybody's like that. So it's annoying. But what occurred to me when I was talking about Dolphy being that way is Luffy's that way too. Like, he never entertains the possibility he could lose. Ever. Even after he's lost a couple fights. He will lose a fight and be like, well, that won't happen next time. So he doesn't entertain the possibility of losing either. So why doesn't Luffy annoy me with that attitude? Because he doesn't. Like, so why is it that Luffy and Daffy are doing the same thing? I'm annoyed with Daffy, and I'm not annoyed with Luffy. Is it just because Daffy's evil? Is it because we've seen Luffy lose, and we've seen him rebound from it with grace, for the most part? And plus, is it because what Luffy's fighting for is more important than what Daffy's fighting for? Luffy's fighting for other people. He's not fighting for his own ego. You feel like Daffy, in a lot of cases, is fighting for his own ego. I'm the greatest, right? Is it that just one character is annoying and the other character isn't? What is it? Like, what's with the hypocrisy here? Now, I just finished Fallout, and I love there's a line of dialogue in there where it's like, why should only the bad people be allowed to use a weapon as good as hypocrisy? Which I'd never really thought about that before. But if only the bad people use hypocrisy, they're going to win. So good people have to be hypocritical every now and then too, just as a matter of survival. You have to do the bad thing to win sometimes, I guess, is the point. So, Luffy's a good person. He's doing things for good reasons, so it's okay to be hypocritical and like him when he's arrogant and cannot open his mind to the possibility he could lose, whereas when the bad guys do it, that's annoying. I don't know. What do you think? Like, do you ever find it annoying that, like, the self-confidence and the good guys or the bad guys or any character? Do you ever find that annoying, or is it that just a genre? Like, you don't... It would be weird if a bad guy showed up and he's like, yeah, you're probably going to beat me. I mean, it would be an interesting characteristic. Everybody has a tick, right? Like, you have food stuck to your face, or, right? What if their quirk was, because I've seen this somewhere. I don't remember where the hell it was. It was something I saw, read, somewhere, where the bad guy was super humble, but they would kick your ass. And the whole time they were talking real, oh, I'm just a poor slave of the god. Like, I'm a worm crawling on the ground. I'm so weak, you're probably going to beat my ass. And then he could just knock you the F out, right? Like, oh, yeah, I'm so weak and tired and old, and I'd never trained hard enough. And you're so young and strong and, athletic, and you train all the time. You're going to totally whip my ass. Then he stomps you out. Like, there is a bad guy who did that. I don't remember what the hell it was. It may have been a novel. Could have been a movie, TV show. It could have been, I don't know if it was live action or animated. I don't remember. I just have a vague idea of the character in my head. That was somewhere. I don't remember where it was. That would be an interesting, Odo does like the idiosyncratic characters, right? He likes the weirdos who are different, who subvert expectations, right? You could totally see him bringing in a villain like that at some point. That would actually be, so you could do it once. I mean, it'd be weird. I guess what I'm saying is it'd be weird if it happened all the time. But I could totally see one bad guy being that way. It'd be a breath of fresh air. It'd be probably really funny. So humble. It just stomps you the hell out. Like, he is so awesome, right? It's like, oh my God. But no, this show is super masculine and super aggressive and aggro, and that all the guys have. All the villains are pretty much the same. Crocodile is pretty much Doffy, just Doffy's powered up, and he got more backstory. We never got Crocodile's backstory. I don't think. I bet if he was being written now, we would get it. We would get how he grew up as a kid, right? This is early on when Crocodile was introduced, but they're the same guy. They laugh, they're smug, they're arrogant. What was interesting was Crocodile's second incarnation coming back, and he was changed by what had happened to him. That was very interesting. I really enjoyed that a lot. That gave him some extra dimension. Still didn't get his backstory though. But yeah, a lot of the bad guys are the same. The laugh, they're always laughing and everything. So it's kind of like if there's anything I talk about the perfection of the author. If there's anything we could criticize the author about, it's that it's the sameness of the villains. I would like to see that mixed up a little bit more, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, anyway, that's a question for the court. Do you find the smug arrogance and the refusal to even contemplate the idea of losing? Do you find that annoying, or is it just part of the package?